I'm Katya. Welcome back to another episode of Total RuCall, a show about real experiences that may or may not have happened at some point in the past. Now, of course, we're talking about RuPaul's Drag Race All-Stars 2, a reality that is currently unfolding on the television set. Now, we're gonna take our experiences, well, mine, and then yours, and then we're gonna make a triangle of reality. Welcome to that triangle. My name is Amelia Earhart. Let's get started. Episode 4. Game On Bitch, the sequel. That and other Alyssa Edwards references are hilariously apropos, of course, because this is not only RuPaul's Drag Race All-Stars 2, but apparently a season 5 reunion. 6 bitches left, 3 chances to prove that we are 2 of a kind. It's either, we either choose or we're chosen or it is revealed somehow that how the pairs are chosen. I don't quite RuCall, you saw that coming a mile away. Okay, it's me and Detox, Alyssa and Alaska, and Fifi and Roxy. Detox and I have Thelma and Louise, the zombie version, Velma and Wheezy, and then Roxy and Fifi have a parody of Showgirls called Show Squirrels, easy. And then Alyssa and Alaska are playing Whatever Happened to Baby, what had happened? Oh no, what had happened to, I don't remember. What went on with Baby Judy? Let's call it that. I can't quite recall. I really can't. The best part of that is that Blanche is now called Bland. I digress. Then I digest. The great thing about me and Detox together is that we're very much sisters. Pigs of a feather oink together, and you can take that down to Fiorucci Boulevard and sell it, because we're both whores, disgusting, nasty, shameless, gross, nasty whores with hearts of gold and brains of steel. The great thing about Thelma and Louise is that it is a very even match. Each character, it's a yin and a yang. One does not outshine the other. They both bring plenty of fruit and vegetables to the table. And a little bit of meat. Brad Pitt! Have you seen the original? You should watch it. Mini challenge, dirt in the skirt. How much dirt can you get in your skirt without leaving the house or getting a job? Nobody wins, nobody tries. So we're in a zombie movie, so we pair up, we start to learn the script. I'm excited about being a zombie, as one should. We're on the set, it's fun, but then I can't get my lines, I get too, listen, okay, here's the thing. Here's the thing about Drag Race. If you harken back to Shakespeare in season 7, episode 3, if you haven't already blocked it out of your mind via, a therapist, it's hard for non-actors to learn a script in 20 minutes, eat lunch, make up a costume, do your own makeup, get to set for blocking, and then do it perfectly. That would be hard for Natalie Portman. That would be hard for Jude Law. That would be hard for Condoleezza Rice even, and she can speak fluent Russian. So I trip up, I have a hard time. And it's not a supportive environment, it's a competition. So people aren't really there to help you, people are there to make good TV. And I don't begrudge that when making a TV show, Barbara. It wouldn't behoove me to go in there, have a freak out, become aware of the freak out, and then piss myself. Piss myself. Piss! And do it, let it flow. Like Let the River Run by Carly Simon was not just about the movie Working Girl, that applies to this situation as well. Let the river run, let it shine, let the piss shine, all those TV lights, and then have a, no, I can do this. I can finish this scene, and then do it, and then blow it out of the water, and then what would happen on the main stage? Katya. In the main challenge, things started out a bit wet, but then they dried up. That's both 2 bad things. That's 2 bad things. Eventually, I turned it out and we create a hysterical video. Now, Detox is smart because she's a hard worker, she's smart. A little on the fence about her acting abilities, and of course, she proves right away to outshine me. So I have to come up to her level. Eventually, I do get there and we make a wonderful piece of cinema that will be enjoyed by, tens and tens of people. Thelma and Louise, Whatever Happened to Baby Jane, Showgirls. These are 3 iconic films that completely inform the current drag lexicon and give a lot of characters their inspiration. Nomi Malone, Crystal Connors, and just to dot a few I's for you, dot a few I's, cross a few T's. Showgirls and Total RuCall, both directed by Paul Verhoeven, Paul Verhoeven has a penchant for gore and sleaze. Plenty of sleaze in Showgirls and plenty of gore in Total RuCall. Runway. 2 in 1, also a nod to Violet Chachki. There's so much nodding going on, it's like we're on heroin. The previous season, the tartan reveal can't really be one-upped, I don't think. That's pretty flawless, and it occurred during a fucking mini challenge in the first episode. Hey-oh! So this was kind of unfortunate. My seamstress and I'm not blaming it on my seamstress. I'm not. I take full responsibility. So this was another one that was low on the priority totem pole, unfortunately. And I was hoping that, see, the thing is, you realize that they give you a huge list of categories and several of them never come to air. We were supposed to do Fascinators. We were supposed to do All White in season 7. So that was one that I didn't put a huge amount of thought in. Big mistake. Huge. You get commission here, right? So my 2-in-1 is like a 60s flirty cocktail thing that unfurls into like a red velvet gown. Not very exciting, is it? And not very dramatic of a reveal. Sure, absolutely. But then I take off the bang and I got a pentagram on there because I love to fuck the devil. And then I have black teeth. So it was a tricolor rotini. Just the sensation of being able to like turn into Nicole Scherzinger, who is literally one of the most stunning, beautiful, like calm, sweet, good-natured people that I've ever met. To turn over to her and be like, can you blacken these teeth in post? Sent to the bottom yet again. Me, Fifi, and Alyssa are in the bottom. Was it Fifi? Me, Fifi, and Alyssa in the bottom. I feel relatively safe, much safer than last week. As we go along week by week, we're not gonna stick to anyone's script. So this is what is making and again, more props to the producers because this is what makes the show every week truly juicy. This is juice, and we are just flinging it everywhere. I get saved, Alyssa shockingly goes home. No, it's not Alyssa. Who won the challenge? Who won the challenge? Who's there? Roxy? Oh, no. It's me, Roxy, and Alyssa. Fifi won the challenge. Fifi and Alaska win the challenge. Oh, God, this is so ironic. I literally can't remember. Yes, okay, Fifi, oh my God. Alaska and Fifi win the challenge. They're in the top. In the bottom, Alyssa, me, and Roxy. Alaska and Fifi duke it out in the lip sync. I have absolutely no recollection of what that song is. Alaska wins, and she has to send home her partner. I'm just remembering that for the first time. She has to send Alyssa home. She sends Alyssa home because Alaska clings to the agreement that we had from the beginning. And it's a tear-filled send-off. I'm serious. I hope it happened. It could have. Maybe I don't know. Phoebe could have sent somebody else home, somebody who I forgot to include in the entire competition. So Alaska, you could argue that she's showing a bit of integrity because she's doing something that she doesn't want to do, fiercely does not want to do, because she and Alyssa have now, at this point through the competition, have really created a bond. But she says, okay, in the challenge, you dropped the ball. Here's another thing though, is that Alyssa in the video is hysterical for all the wrong reasons, which is part of the charm of Alyssa Edwards. On the runway, Alyssa's outfit, she comes out in a heavy looking trash bag and then unfurls it to reveal a bunch of old fashioned cameras with flashing that are flashing and flashing all over. It's amazing. It's so bad and so good at the same time, i.e. the definition of Alyssa Edwards. I mean, it's so tacky, it's so overwrought, a little underthought. It just doesn't really work, but the picture's all there and it's stunning and it's glorious and it's a literal like the pinnacle of tacky over the top drag. It's so amazing. And I think she wore Louboutins to top it off. I mean, tearful send off. America's gagging, I'm gagging, we're gagging. This is, every episode is like a, what, whew. At the very end of the episode, oh, I don't remember if this happens. So I'm gonna save it just in case it's a spoiler. Thank you so much for watching Total RuCall. My name is Katya and I love to remember painful events from my childhood that fortify and strengthen my character today. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I'm very erect. I'm standing very erect. It's these fucking titties. Why are you talking to the camera? Why are you touching the camera? Am I slouching? What are you doing? What are you doing?
I have bad vision.
Oh, okay. Sorry. The bullier has become the bullied.